there's been some changes along the way. We're all working extremely hard to combat this and to stay ahead of it. So there's not a lot of fluidity in it at times, and I understand the lack of clarity. That's why we speed dial New York often.
Hi, everybody. I'm Missi Matthews. Welcome to Steelers Live. The Steelers are dealing with COVID-19 this week after a player has tested positive. And Coach Tomlin said today the team is taking extra precautions this week as they prepare for the Cincinnati Bengals to come to Heinz Field on Sunday. All meetings will be virtual. They are even starting a rotation for players to use the weight room and the training room. And as of Monday night, the Steelers have placed 5 players on the reserve COVID-19 list. Here you see them. Vance McDonald is not able to play on Sunday when the Bengals are here at Heinz Field. Ben Roethlisberger, Gerald Hawkins, Jalen Samuels, and Vince Williams also here on the COVID-19 list because of contact. They must work remotely throughout the week and test negative every day to have a shot at playing on Sunday. Coach Tomlin usually preaches you must practice to play, but this season has taught everyone to be flexible.
Some of the guys have more experience than others. And so we'll lean on that experience. Guys like Ben and Vince Williams, man, have an opportunity to suit up and play for us this weekend. And they'll simply work remotely and sharpen their sword in that way. And really, it'll probably give their bodies an opportunity to get some much needed rest. And we're, optimistic that those guys will be their normal selves if given an opportunity to play this weekend. And some of the others will make judgments based on how the week transpires. Their lack of a resume or experience could be a factor in determining whether or not we utilize those guys. That's just the reality of it.
All right, so if all goes well and they test negative all week, the earliest that Roethlisberger and the other 4 players could be with the Steelers in person is on Saturday. So that means a lot of work and practice this week for Mason Rudolph and Josh Dobbs in case number 7 can't go for the game.
We're going to work both young quarterbacks this week. Mason's going to get the bulk of the work. That's the position that he's in. But we'll play it by ear as we proceed through the week. I'm not opposed to playing anybody that increases our chances of winning based on what we're looking at.
All right, so while Vince Williams is working from home this week, new inside linebacker Avery Williamson will be taking part in his first practice as a Steeler tomorrow. He spent last week virtually meeting with his new team before joining them in person on Saturday. He traveled to Dallas, was active, but he did not play a snap in the 24-19 win.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of physical reps in preparation this week. He prepared remotely last week, and he's a veteran guy. But we had no intentions of using him unless we were forced into it. Thankfully, we were not. He gets a complete week's work this week with us and in the building and on the field with his teammates, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, and some good news for the Steelers in terms of injuries. Coach Tomlin said that Derek Watt, Tyson Alualu, and Mike Hilton all have a chance to return to the lineup and play for the Steelers on Sunday. For Hilton and Alualu to come back to the Steelers defense, that would be a huge boost. Over the past 2 games, the Steelers have given up over 400 yards rushing. So hopefully those guys can make it through the week of practice and play on Sunday against the Bengals. And a quick roster note for the Steelers, they have signed Trey Edmunds, the running back, to the 53-man roster in place of Vance McDonald, who was placed on the COVID-19 list. Edmunds was cut on Saturday, cleared through waivers yesterday, so back with the Steelers. That's going to do it for this edition of Steelers Live. Thanks for joining me. We'll see everybody here tomorrow at 4 p.m.
What's up, Steeler Nation? It's Stephon Tour. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers official YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on everything going on in the Steel City. Thanks for being the best fans in football. Here we go.